The Farah Palmer Cup, proudly brought to you by Mitre 10. The South Pool joins the party in the Farah Palmer Cup as the premier women's competition goes full throttle in week 2. In one of the best games seen so far, the Northland Cody and Auckland Storm battle it out in Whangarei. Defending champions Canterbury put up a strong contest against Manawatu. And we see a classic New Zealand rugby rivalry between Waikato and Taranaki. But first up, let's head to North Harbour Stadiums, where the star-stacked Bay of Plenty Volcanics take on the North Harbour Hibiscus.
In a year where many are looking for silver linings, the Bay of Plenty Volcanics have found more than a few, assembling a team with more current Black Ferns and Black Ferns Sevens players than any Farah Palmer Cup squad. They begin their campaign against a young North Harbour team dealt some harsh lessons in week 1. Welcome to North Harbour Stadium for the start of round 2. And once again, quick off the top, already in the hands of Brazier, a chance to see this exciting backline. Saili stepping, going, she's so strong, so fast, Alina Saili, too good. Poldy Lane will take on the line. Elder, and oh, straight through the gap. It's a yawning gap, another player on debut, Kiana Tahiri, in for Bay of Plenty. Here goes Bay of Plenty, wanting to get on with things. Jacob, Elder just ball through the hands, nice and easy in the end for Bay of Plenty. Once more Brazier and Elder. Now trying to step and weave her way through. Maka looking for her support runners, finds it in the form of Paul, and she has got plenty of gas. Mahina Paul, never stopping her from there. She is so quick. There goes the siren for half-time as Bay of Plenty press once more before the break. Brazier. Saili trying to step and weave and jink her way through and gets the ball into the hands of Tahiri, who hit it at pace, and they dive over to finish.
Number 2, make an effort to roll. Short!
Good defence on the line, Harbour, as Connor drives low, drives hard, pumps the legs and crosses the line.
Advantage.
Poldy Lane just wanting to get on with things, and it's another advantage. And now straight up through the middle with lots of space, and it's a brilliant ball back in field. The support play, wonderful fun ever, and she'll go in under the post. Bay of Plenty breaking out. Oh, brilliantly read. She was almost up in the line, Mahina Paul, and she absolutely pounced on the ball from North Harbour. Mahina Paul grabs her second. Oh, playing advantage shots. It is another good scrum for Harbour. No room for Tetsu, got the back, so Hutana takes on the line, pops the ball for Kitty Orpa. And it's finally there for North Harbour. Perseverance pays off and delight all round. Quick ball, Van Ramela for Brazier, and then roaming wide. Put down number 3 for Mahina Paul.
Vanished offside.
Brazier with very little room to move. What a ball! To Paul for 4.
Advantage offside.
4 advantages in a row, so they're going to get this ball back one way or the other, and Pia Taxel drives for the line. Signs of life and promise in the Harbour team. 67-17. Bay of Plenty get their first win of the season on the board.
Yeah, I think the first 20 we came out really strong. We started really well, which has been a priority for us. Had a couple of lapses, but then we've regathered throughout the game. There's definitely some areas to improve on, but overall we're pretty happy with the start.
A beautiful day in Manawatu, where the Manawatu Cyclones take on Canterbury as they kickstart their season at Central Energy Trust Arena. Three-peat premiership winners Canterbury are looking to nab another title. But first, they'll have to go up against a Manawatu side who are injected with young talent. Canterbury are led out by new captain Alana Bremner, while Salika Winiata has left the whistle at home to lead the Manawatu Cyclones. Ready to get underway, Rebecca Mahoney blows the whistle and Canterbury take the ball immediately into contact. Coxedge waiting for a quick ball, but an inside ball to Martha Lolo here to settle it down. A scrambled Manawatu side sees Cassie Seatonga go straight through the defence, getting well and truly over the advantage line. The ball squirts out Canterbury's way and Coxedge kicks it all the way downtown where nobody's home. Vaughan and Mayers to cycle it back. But a nice carry from Mayers, beats one, beats two, but beats the third and almost beats the fourth as she offloads to Vaughan, who gives it to Waikato. And she's finds Salika Winiata on the outside, and this Blackfern fullback has got way too much speed, and it's try time for the Manawatu captain. Great momentum from the Manawatu Cyclones with the driving maul. And the ball out the back now, and Mayers manages to keep the ball alive. Linking up with the Sevens girls and finding space out wide for Vaughan to dot down. Into the second half, and Canterbury with a strong scrum. A pass out to Steinmetz and she cuts them in half. It's only her second game for the red and black, and over she goes with a fantastic individual effort. Coxedge converts, adding the extras. Line out, and it's Canterbury who get themselves into a strong rolling maul. And over the line for their fourth try of the day. And the conversion is good, with Canterbury leading 29-10. Kept nice and tight, and Canterbury have lined up, and Cindy Nels drives through the line, grabs another one to the scoreboard. And with the final kick, that brings it to a 36-10 to Canterbury over Manawatu.
It's been a long time coming, but no, it's awesome to get out in the field, and really, really proud of how we went, and excited to build on it during the season.
We head to FMG Stadium, where Waikato take on Taranaki field. Waikato is joined by seven-star Stacey Fleuler in the midfield, where she is up against her Sevens teammate Gail Broughton. With all this talent, this could quite possibly be the hardest FPC competition. But first, we head to a resilient Waikato halfback, Ariana Baylor, who shares with us an impressive, motivating story where she's fueled by her dreams.
I guess I just watched my brother play rugby, and it's something that I really wanted to get into. So I started playing at 13 years old for the boys team in the clubs. And then I made the move over to Hamilton Girls High and started playing FPC in 2013. I was 16. I've ruptured my ACL 3 times. The first one was in my left leg in 2015. I ruptured my right one in 2016. And then the third one, so I ruptured my third one. And the process to get back from that was like massive. Massive mentally. There was always thoughts of if I was going to play again, and if I wasn't. There were thoughts of giving up, but that, you know, like I haven't fulfilled my dream, so that's where I'm pushing, is to that black jersey. And everyone around me, my friends, my family, have always supported me, and I think that's what's helped me get through. Mentally, it's been the biggest challenge I've faced so far. When I'm out there, my mind just forgets about it. But there are moments where it's like, I think I give my mum a heart attack every time I'm in a tackle or something. But we've got a really good group of girls. And definitely, I'm really excited to take the field again with alongside them and really show what we've got this year. My goal's to be back to where I was, or if not even at a better place than where I was when I got injured, and just to have fun and just never take for granted being out on that field.
Gail Broughton gets us underway at FMG Stadium, Waikato, and this ball bouncing into touch. Kalani Vale, when you get this one out wide, Heta, Flula, dances inside one, does Stacey, angles back, she's so hard to stop. Great balance, first try of the game. She's close, this is good, quick ball. Holmes to the corner, Robbins Reti. Good numbers away to this left-hand side, Ali goes wide, intercept! Opportunity for Taranaki! She's going to scoot away and score! Well done, Renee Holmes. Stolen though by Taranaki. For hire, Broughton. Colour in the back line. They get this one out wide. Nielsen, some speed out here in Chloe Sampson. Try! Comes back left. Oh, that's Kalani Vale. Comes away to Ali. Shows, steps, fends through. And the Waikato captain, Baylor, just upping the tempo here. Waikato wanting to go wide. Natoa. Willison. Good fend, cutting back inside. Inside ball. Baylor. Gase going to give it to the captain. Chelsea Ali underneath the crossbar. Baylor, Willison, Ali. There's a bit of space here. Taranaki having to track back. It bounces nicely. Robbins Reti. She is going to pin the ears back, and she is gone. Try.
Play on.
Just slow down slightly. Now here's a good inside ball. Tokanatua. Yeah, that was a good front on tackle by Tulloch. Here's a try. And that's nice work. Ariana Baylor. And again, the phases start to build. Willison, Holmes, angled run, Parioni. That's delightful. 76-14, they outscored Taranaki 12 tries to 2, but a game effort from the field.
Yeah, I'm definitely happy with the girls. Last week it took till the 75th minute to kind of get over the line, and we watched Taranaki play against Auckland last week, and I knew we kind of had to step up. So yeah, I'm real proud of the girls.
We're here in sunny Blenheim at Lansdowne Park, where the FPC gets underway for our Tasman Mako women as they take on Wellington Pride. Now, both sides, they'll be looking to set the tone for their season, and this is Tasman's 4th year in the competition. And with new coaches, we hope to see a much improved side. And if last year's anything to go by, this Wellington side has threats throughout their squad. And with a strong forward pack holding it down, they are joined by Blackfern's 7-star Dice Faleafaga. Tasman Mako get us underway, and no one claims it's for this Wellington Pride side, but it's tidied up by Tomole as she takes it into contact. Attacking scrum for the Pride, and Heslop with a show and go and a beautiful line that draws in the fullback and gives it to Tongawai, who crosses the line for the opening try of the day. The Mako are deep in their red zone and they're looking for a 1-2, but a ball to ground saw an opportunity for the Pride. But with the white line being so close by, they look to build momentum. But a scrambled defence wasn't enough to keep this Wellington Pride side at bay. Wellington leading the Mako 12 points to 0. Now Wellington are 10 out and they look to go blind, and it's tidied up by Blackfern's Dice Faleafaga, who shrugs off the first defender and goes all the way to add 5 more. With a midfield scrum, they fire it out left to Makisu, who gives a short ball to Tongawai, who goes straight up the middle, drawing in the final defender to find Newton on the outside, who adds the 3rd try for the Pride. 5 out from the line, and a number 8 special. Faleafaga hits the defence with a huge don't argue. Wellington deep inside their half, and they look to give it some width with Whalefunga going straight through outside her defender. And she's got the pace, turning the fullback inside out, giving it too much and snatching a hat-trick for the 19-year-old. Outstanding individual effort.
Just a marvellous run.
Into the second half, and Heslop with the ball in two hands runs straight through the would-be defence and fires it inside to the open side flanker To'oala Ryder, who offloads it 5 metres out, and Gubb crosses the line. Wellington in a great position finds the hands of the lock, who gets great metres but is brought just short of the line. But a pick and go from the halfback, who cuts beautifully with Nanwu, who is just too strong, and 5 more for the Pride. Wellington looked to get out into the open side, finding Lopola, who is too strong to stop, crossing the line, taking 3 defenders. Now the Pride is in another great attacking position. A pick and go proving too much for this Mako defence, and 5 more for the Wellington side. And that's a wrap at Lansdowne Park. Wellington Pride proving to be far too good for Tasman Mako, 62 points to 0.
Scoreline doesn't reflect how hard Tasman played today as well. I think they've improved on their defence over the years, but really proud of the girls and the work they've put in. A lot of girls here putting their hands up today, which was awesome to see.
Kia ora and welcome to Seminoff Stadium for the match between the Northland Coyote and Auckland Storm in round 2 of the Farah Palmer Cup. It is the winterless North, of course, and a big matchup as well between these two sides. Auckland with a good win last week against Taranaki by 38-0, and Coyote, Northland losing by 18 points to 5, and the Storm have brought plenty of class into the side. Cook releases to DeMont. She runs lateral, short ball. Nice gap for Fitzpatrick. Oh, that's beautiful, untouched. Teresa Fitzpatrick registers her 3rd try of the season. Big and strong is the young lock. Brunt, the missed pass, it looked forward. Referee says play on, in, out and around. Grace Freeman has come onto the field wearing jersey number 23. Playing on the left wing, they quickly recycle the ball, the bobble of the ball, the hit and spin, and DeMont is in. As easy as you like. Former Massey High School student. And Auckland full of running in these lovely conditions. They've got numbers out here. If they quickly passed it on, they certainly had players that were left over. Fitzpatrick is still there, and now stolen from Zabriskie Nafatali. Look at the class. Oh, like a thief in the night. More importantly, we're here with the women's game as Nathan Wong gives it out to Zabriskie Nafatali now. Portia Woodman runs the line, in, out, around. One more to beat. Just brought down a metre short. Nathan Wong looks and says the forwards take control. Watch Ngata Aringamate. She'll pick and go. They come close. She's only a metre short. She must be over, ref.
Sorry. Held up.
He's apologising. It's no disrespect to the Auckland defenders. She's done it to world-class players, and they do go to the right. Nathan Wong holds the ball. Nathan Wong's over.
Easy.
From her opposite, now the dummy. Halfway through the gap, Savage is going to score! Magical play from the Northland Coyote. Oh, that ball was money. Gets her first touch of the game. Introduced nice and early.
Backwards, play on.
It's gone backwards. Victoria Zabriskie Nafatali couldn't go down on the ball. It's there. And now Brunt, the young 16-year-old. What a try! Give it to her. Oh, you've got to award it, ref.
Time off. It's tight.
16 years old, you're kidding me.
I think she's fine.
So do I. And the athleticism of the young 16-year-old from Mount Albert Grammar. She gets her name on the scoreboard. The teammates are there to support her. DeMont with the wide pass numbers there. The skip pass, they got past Maliupo and gave it straight to Moores. Natalia Moores, ball on the inside. Fitzpatrick picked up a double last week. Gets 2s up here. It is full-time. And the referee calls full-time. Auckland have beaten Northland 29-22.
Oh, yeah. massive game. We knew coming into this week's game that we had to prepare well. The Cody, they got a big, massive, strong pack, and we knew that they would give it to us up front. So full credit to those girls. They stayed with it for the full 80. I guess for us, we maybe got a little bit complacent. We haven't played this team. Not in my time. I'm unsure when the last time was, but yeah, they really brought it today.
We take you down under the roof of Forsyth Bar Stadium, down in Dunedin, where last year's championship winners, the Otago Spirit, kick off this season against last year's runners-up, the Hawke's Bay Tuis. They are led by former Black Fern Emma Jensen, and with plenty of young talent, they'll be looking to do one better and set the tone for their season. The Hawke's Bay Tui find themselves 5 metres out in the piece with centre Michaela Baker with a nice carry, but is driven back by midfielder Kalisatina Moataane. And the Tui managed to settle it down, though, with a penalty against the Spirit. And it's a chance to nab some early points. It's not long until the Otago find a way to reply, finding space out wide for winger Kiana Wereta, who takes it all the way to get her side onto the board. With Rosie Kelly with the kick. The Hawke's Bay side control the ball well, catching the Otago Spirit offside once again and given the chance at adding another set of points. Caitlin Bates with the kick, make it a 1-point difference. A strong scrum allowed the number 8, Kathleen Brown, to surge over the line for the Tui's second try, taking the lead from the home side. The Otago were looking for some magic, and they find Moataane steamrolling towards the line, which proved too much for the Hawke's Bay Tui to keep at bay. Last year, Rosie Kelly secured the most points in the FPC, so there was no hesitation when it came to polishing off the extras, allowing Otago to take the lead. Straight into the second half, and they come out firing with Hawke's Bay midfielder Baker with a spot tackle on Kelly. And with Caitlin Bates' boot on form, it was a chance to take it even. Hawke's Bay with the momentum and a beautiful offload to Lakika Fa'ave, falling just short of the 22. But the new Jacqueline rule catches Otago Spirit offside, and it allows Hawke's Bay to nab another 3 points. Otago were looking for some second half action, and with Moataane being a threat all day, it was an easy draw and pass and a strong finish from Ferguson. Hawke's Bay were quick to reply with an easy ball through the hands that could have seen Bates grab herself a try in the corner, but instead they were taken back for a penalty. But nonetheless, it kept them close, taking the lead by 1 point. Good hands and a dash down the sideline for Otago winger Trisha Hopcroft. And with a beautiful offload, finding powerhouse Moataane again, there's no stopping her. And with 5 minutes to go, both sides proved to be pulling out all the action. Rosie Kelly slices through the defence as there was nothing else on. She carries hard herself, and she finishes it off with her pace. An outstanding performance from both sides, but it is Otago Spirit 29-20 over Hawke's Bay Tui.
Yeah, that was definitely a test for us. They brought it to us, especially in that first half. They really pushed us, and yeah, we were pretty lucky to get there in the end. But yeah, we pulled through, so it was exciting.
Round 2 saw some exciting matchups, close encounters as the South Pool heat up the competition. Defending champions Canterbury were too strong in taking a 36-10 win over Manawatu. Northland nearly pulled off the surprise of the season, but Auckland held on to win the FPC game 29-22. And there'll be plenty more action to come into round 3 as we see a battle of the South between Canterbury and Otago. The Bay of Plenty head to Rotorua for what will be a tough and physical match against Waikato. Plus, Auckland are all set to take on Counties Monaco at Eden Park. That's it from us. Make sure you tune in next week for all the action here on the Farah Palmer Highlights Show.